What's up, everyone? Welcome to P4P TV. This is Michael, and it's been a while, but I'm back. Firstly, I mentioned to a viewer that I was covering the Alvarez versus Triple G trilogy fight next, but I got my fight schedules mixed up. As you know, I usually cover a fight 3 to 4 weeks out from fight night, so I will get around to breaking down the third meeting between those two. But for now, more pressing matters lay in wait, like the anticipated rematch between unified heavyweight 2-division champion Oleksandr Usyk and former unified heavyweight and 2-time champion Anthony Joshua. The event labeled Dust Up in the Desert by absolutely nobody, because I just came up with it, will go down in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Saturday the 20th of August, Middle Eastern time. Despite pitching a dominant performance in the first encounter, Oleksandr "the Cat" Usyk will defend his IBF, IBO, WBA, and WBO heavyweight titles against Anthony Joshua after he was relieved of his titles by the slick and fleet-footed Ukrainian. For Usyk, now 19-0, it means having to step away from the troubles in his homeland to face a different battle, an individual and personal battle, and a battle that he has already been victorious in. On that night, a combination of style, game plan, and ability accentuated a tale of two performances. Usyk established dominance and aggression early in that fight and came looking for the bigger man, putting him on the defensive early, and that set the tone for the rest of the match. Joshua had his moments, but they were far and few between, and the fighter that many predicted would come out and squash Usyk instead was forced to retreat like a shrinking violet. In my video of their first encounter, I predicted that Usyk would be too skillful and use his boxing to get the W. Not only did that happen, but surprising to many, Joshua seemed unsure and tentative in attack. In the lead up to their rematch, some believe that a culmination of the right circumstances will give Joshua the edge this time around. Joshua reached out to and is now under the tutelage of former IBF 130-pound world champ and famed numerous Trainer of the Year recipient Robert Garcia, who has been vocal on his criticisms of Joshua's performance in the first time with Usyk. Chief among them is the lack of aggression and mean streak, something Garcia is addressing now, even if he is giving some of the game plan away. Then there's the fact that Joshua has already faced and learned lessons, we think, from the first bout. Furthermore, there is the potential of distraction of a war in the homeland that could be weighing on Usyk's mind. However, this is not what the optics are telling me, as Usyk not only looks focused and determined, he even looks a little more intense than usual. After the most recent face-to-face at the time of uploading this video, Usyk stepped off the plane and headed straight to the gym for some sparring. Some sparring partners are even being sent home for not keeping up. From what I can see, Usyk looks less like his mind is elsewhere and more like a pit bull on a leash, frothing at the mouth and looking to get at his favorite chew toy. Anthony AJ Joshua has one defining characteristic that I think stands out among some of his many qualities, and that's his dedication to improvement. He has proven that already by calibrating what faults needed to be rectified following his surprise defeat to Andy Ruiz back in 2019 to go on and win the rematch. Of course, it helped that Ruiz was not exactly as fight shape as he was in their first bout, although round is a shape. But it doesn't take away from the fact that Joshua trained and came in lighter, remained focused, and applied more of his boxing ability, footwork, and feigning to get the W on the night. He made himself harder to hit and a more difficult and technical fighter than what Ruiz faced in the first time around. You can bet Joshua has dedicated himself to improving against Usyk in the rematch, and we will see something different from him this time around. Many have said that Joshua needs to assert himself and impose himself onto Usyk, but that's easier said than done when the opponent simply won't let you do that. It's like trying to grab smoke in a windy corridor. Another common criticism is Joshua's inability to make adjustments during a bout. It's one thing coming into a fight with a game plan and another to adapt to a fight as it's happening. I think this is something Robert Garcia will consider and implement, as there is no doubt that the Usyk team will expect Joshua to come forward and be more assertive. So Team AJ will have to find a happy balance and transition to a variety of styles to keep Usyk guessing. Derek Chisora had some success with his rough bully style tactics against Usyk. At cruiserweight, Mayris Breedis had success responding immediately to any attack flurries by Usyk. And finally, Joshua's most successful moments against Usyk were from mid-range, where he was able to land some big shots to the body and head. Mid-range is AJ's sweet spot. He should find that balance if it's feasible between rough on the inside and confident power punching to Usyk's body from the outside. AJ's chin isn't exactly granite, but he does have the power to turn lights out as he has done in 22 of his 24 victories. He's avenged one loss already. He might be able to do so again if he can solve the tricky puzzle that is Usyk. And one way of doing that is building on what works against Usyk and punching with confidence, knowing something will land and then pouncing when it does. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to heckle Alan the Savage Babbage to his face, as I'm confident he has the restraint and temperament to just let it go and definitely will not punch my teeth through my asshole. But I think Usyk is already in Joshua's mind, and whatever convoluted and fluid adaptive game plan the Joshua team can put together, it will simply come down to the exceptional boxer beats the good boxer every time. Joshua looks uncomfortable in there with Usyk, and I don't think that will change. Usyk gets the win again. Before we hear from the experts, a reminder to please jab that like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. Check out our Patreon page to become a Patreon family member where you'll receive some cool perks. Want some merch? We've got t-shirts to baseball caps to phone covers, from boxing to crypto and everything in between. So head on over to In Stock Shop to find something you like. You can find a link below. Life is a fight outside the ring, and I've certainly gone a few rounds. From substance abuse to depression to street fights and trouble with the law, my life has seen a lot of darkness, but I've turned my life around, and my experiences might help you to do the same if you are or have dealt with similar hardships. It's all documented in my book, How to Get Out of Life Traps, and it's available on Amazon. Just find a link below. P4P TV here. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you in the next one. Looking for an opportunity to make money? That cryptocurrency is so hot right now. I'm not a financial advisor, but it's pretty obvious that it is growing in popularity and utility, and many folks think that they have missed the boat on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, but they couldn't be further from the truth. You can mine Bitcoin on your laptop, PC, or mobile phone if they are half decent, without having to splurge on expensive mining rigs. In fact, you can do it for free. This is not a paid sponsor, simply a great opportunity and something that I'm doing. And Stormgain can help you generate income using credit earned by mining online. Click the link below and start earning crypto today.